on an examination of these 3 incidents affecting the ceremony, all are related to former Cabinet Minister Hiruma. Also, evidence of the same virus strain was found in the cyberbrains of the suspects in each case. One common factor in all 3 events is that the androids of the same model as Mr. Ignashov's maid were involved in the commission of the crimes. It seems certain that each had been illegally modified and bore little resemblance to the original model. According to forensics, there is a strong possibility that the virus was spread among the suspects by means of these androids. The android's model number is SA015, manufactured by Hoka Precision Machines. Based on a study of android construction, the person most likely to have enough familiarity with the system capable of introducing a virus is a system administrator named Tamiya. An analysis of the net log from the past few days has turned up traces of what appear to be virus activation codes from a terminal located inside the plant. Your orders are to take Tamiya, our prime suspect, into custody.
I'm buggy for saying this, but this wanted poster of Tamiya, are you 100% positive this is the right person?
Don't sweat it, Tachikoma. I gotta admit that even I doubted my own eyes for a second, too.
Me too. I confess, so did I.
Major, are we absolutely sure this is our man? I don't have anything against Jameson types, but this guy doesn't really strike me as the criminal mastermind behind these virus attacks.
It's always a bad idea to let appearances fool you. Besides, at this stage, it's too soon to conclude that Tamiya is the mastermind behind all this.
I guess you're not able to move yet, huh? It moved?
Tachikoma, what are you doing?
Oh, come on, I wasn't doing anything. Ah! I located the enemy. I'm detecting life signs, but it looks as if he's burned out his own memories.
What's going on around here? Is frying your brain case the hip thing to do up here in the far north?
Extract all the data from his cyberbrain immediately and forward it to Ishikawa.
I'll ask him again. Are we positive that this is the guy behind the string of virus attacks?
But if this guy fried his own cyberbrain too, wouldn't that be a hint that he was trying to hide something from us?
Leave the scene processing up to forensics and come back here. Togus, I'm putting you in command of the forensics team.
Why me?
If you're gonna blame anything, blame the fact that you're an ex-cop. See ya.
This isn't my day.
I examined the cyberbrain data that you guys sent me. I wasn't able to detect any trace of the virus that was involved in those 3 cases.
In other words, you're saying that this system administrator named Tamiya spread the virus and planned the terrorist attacks all on his own?
Well, I guess that's what this points to.
Did anything turn up at the scene?
I ran a check on every outgoing phone call made from the factory. Out of all of them, 12 were made to unlisted numbers. Most of them were personal calls, but an examination of each one showed that 8 were made to friends of the receptionist, and 3 were to the residence of the CEO's girlfriend. And we discovered from our investigation of the final phone call that it was to a public phone in a junkyard district inside Verutarube.
So what's that got to do with Tamiya?
We found a memo in Tamiya's desk with the same number as the public phone written on it. There was a name on the note, Sen Ninkai, written with the characters for thousand, person, and society. Does that name ring any bells?
That's an awfully grand name to be associated with a payphone.
Yeah, I was curious too, so I did some digging. I found lots of similar names, but I wasn't able to turn up anything anywhere on the net that made me want to jump up and yell jackpot.
Could that walking box even have picked up a pencil in the first place?
Who knows? It was pinned to a corkboard in front of his desk along with various work-related documents, so I just naturally figured it was his.
Memos in a corkboard, huh? Taking into consideration the body he's in, the man was one seriously analog guy.
As a rule, people don't suspect things that, for all intents and purposes, appear to be common, everyday items. If he did it deliberately, it's possible that he was more clever than we thought.
He might have burned out his cyberbrain because he wanted to hide the existence of information besides what was in his own head.
It's also possible that he was ordered to do it by the Seninkai organization.
Togus, go through the information we have on the organization known as the Seninkai again. Ishikawa, you work up a vaccine for the virus that Tamiya planted. We're merely scratching the surface. There may be more at work behind this incident than I first imagined.